Hey, you guys, and welcome to American Culture. I'm going to tell you guys today's energy update is something you probably heard before you're actually integrating. The thing is, I had no idea what integration actually was. It's that space where the liminal time is gone, you're done with the nothingness, and you're beginning to walk. But it's that new version that's taking the steps. You're still kind of stuck in the habits, you're still in the old job, there's other things still there, but you're not carrying the shadow isn't what's running the show anymore. Even though you still have the habits or whatever, you're finding yourself writing the book, going outside, doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. Your life is no longer being molded around the story that you're telling yourself. You have now switched the script and you're actually going out there and telling your life what to do. With that being said, this is probably the first time you've ever consciously walked through a collapse. I know it is for myself. Don't get me wrong, I've been on the spiritual journey for a very long time now. Finally, officially 10 years as of 2025. So this is my 11th year of when I realized, wait a minute, this is not how life, it's not how life works. But this is the first time that I've actually experienced collapse on a major level where I could have really had things just drive me nuts, and it just didn't. I saw it for what it was. I let things break apart. I left stuff where it laid. Whatever is still here, I'm gaining experience from, but it's about me now creating from this space and not necessarily letting this space tell me what I can create. So things are just different. And that's why I think this kind of breaking and like moving in stage has been so heavy for a lot of us, is because we were actually aware of what we had to do before. I would experience a collapse of a job, a friendly structure, or whatever else, and you go out to like fill that space with something else. Now I'm at peace with the things that are leaving. I'm not scrambling to bring extra resources in, and it allowed me to realize that suffering, that survival version of me no longer existed. And so while I would always, I think I said this a couple days ago, take my shadow with me, it is not where I set up shop anymore. It's not where I live. I'm the sun. And so, oh, that's so sweet. It finally happened. Christ consciousness came in, you guys. I just caught that on camera. Yeah, you realize I am the sun. I am the light to you guys. And so there's no more living in that darkness. So yeah, it's just interesting what integration actually is. It's when you still kind of operate from that shadow way of thinking. However, you are actually showing up to do things that the light version of you does. You're no longer allowing your life to completely cut you off from the light that is you, from the creativity that is you. So yeah, congratulations, you guys. And oh, I want to say this last little thing. One of the major things that I notice is that I like to do the energy of the day videos in the morning, but it's obviously like nighttime and dark now. And the older version of me that was in darkness and coping mechanisms and whatnot would have been like, oh, Alicia, you didn't make it by 12 p.m., then don't do it. But this new version of myself says, baby steps, sweetie, we just want you to do it. The discipline is if you actually just show up for the things you're intuitively nudged to do. Who cares about the time? And I realized that I had thought that discipline, I had always attached to punishment. You don't have to do that, because if I didn't do it by 12 o'clock, then I wasn't disciplined enough and I didn't get to live out my creative ability. Like literally, this is how I lived my day. And I'm pretty sure that some of you are like that too. You give these invisible deadlines so that you can be in control. But that version of me just isn't here anymore. So if I get the creative nudge, just do it and put it out there and call it a day. And I hope that little spurt of energy helps somebody out. Yeah. Previously, I would not have I almost keep saying verse of the day. I wouldn't have put this energy of the day out because, oh, it's so late and the day is almost over and blah, 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 blah. But who cares? No, it just needs to get out there. Later on, I'll have a structure. And oh, that's probably the biggest thing, you guys. I realized that I was trying to build structure in a space that literally didn't want me to do that. And so a lot of us, we have these rules, these regulations, we give us these deadlines and all this other stuff. And when we miss them, it's not because we're lazy or procrastinate. It's because literally you're not in an environment where God wants you to set up that kind of structure. He doesn't want you to try to be, again, because it's just performance. If I have to do this by a certain time, then forget my craft, forget, my vibe. It just becomes about performance. And so, yeah, those rules and those regulations and restrictions have to go. And it has to just be about you being creative whenever you feel like being creative. With that being said, I hope you all are staying warm out there. It's not so bad here in Florida. Have a blessed day, you guys.